Now, prokaryotic transcription. So there are 3 stages. Who can initiate that? First of all, you have to keep in mind that DNA dependent RNA polymerase. DNA dependent RNA. DNA dependent RNA polymerase. It helps, it regulates, it controls, it found till end. So let's know about this RNA polymerase, DNA dependent RNA polymerase, what it is. I think you know that all these enzymes are protein, and protein is having the several subunits. So here the RNA that one, they are having the very big subunits of beta, one beta prime and the beta, these 2 subunits of RNA polymerase. Okay, and also that there are 2 alpha part and 1 omega part. Okay, so don't be confused. Here I am going to describe the RNA polymerase, that structure. So it is protein, and protein subunits are there. That beta is the largest one, and others alpha and omega. The alpha and omega, it helps in assemble and binds and stabilize this otherwise so big structure, how it can do the work. Now RNA polymerase means everything we can do, that is not. Another factor is required, that is called the sigma factor. Very important. Sigma factor. Without sigma factor, that initiation process is not done. Actually, the sigma is the factor where that it can takes this RNA polymerase to the DNA. Okay. So this is the RNA polymerase, if we write, and this is the sigma. So I think alpha, beta, gamma, delta, all this, the Greek word here, it is indicates that protein subunits. Okay, so that is about the RNA polymerase. Now we are going in initiation. Okay, so I can wrap this one. Here we can write the initiation, process of initiation. Initiation. Here I am showing here one DNA, that is prokaryotic DNA, 5 prime to 3 prime, 3 prime to 5 prime. Okay. Here this is RNA polymerase, and this is sigma factor. Sigma factor. Okay, so this stage when it binds, this is called the closed complex. Closed complex. Okay, means that here DNA still it is not open. Still it is not opened. Okay. So here sigma factor it binds it. Okay. Now now what will happen? Gradually this will open. Okay. So after binding the RNA polymerase, DNA dependent RNA polymerase, that that DNA, it will open. All right. So now here RNA can form. Now the hydrogen bond is broken. Now RNA polymerase here, sigma factor still here. This is called open state. I mean open complex. So the first closed complex and then open complex. All right. Now in open complex that here it is. This is if it is 3 end, then here if anything will be 5 end. So it is 5 end. So this is this side is 3 end. Now here a new mRNA will form is required, and here to make the one RNA template, that all the nucleotides are required. These are called RNTPs. Here N is anything: adenine, guanine, uracil, tyrosine. This thymine is not there, that uracil is there, that this it means that the adenosine triphosphate, it can be guanosine triphosphate, uridine triphosphate, and the cytidine triphosphate. These all the triphosphates here it can form. These are the raw materials to form this. Okay, this raw material it can form this another strand, which is now you can see the mRNA. Now this is the initiation. When just mRNA will form, then sigma factor it is removes. Sigma factor. When sigma factor removes, that very particular stage, we can say that the initiation is completed. Then elongation. Now elongation stage is according to the length of the DNA. According to length of the DNA, if it is short, then elongation will be short. If it is long, then very long. That is depend upon elongation. It means that it will move there, and this will see that. So here mRNA it can form. Okay, so elongation, this stage when that sigma factor is removed, that is the elongation stage. In that elongation stage, nothing to say. Elongation stage is same thing as repeated, that RNTPs added here, and it can form the mRNA length. Okay, so we can come with the last stage is termination. Termination, it means that the end of this stage. Termination, here one protein is there which is known as Rho protein. I'll draw here one hexameric 1 2 3 4 5 6 one protein, that is Rho. One Rho protein, one protein is protein or factor is helps in the terminate this process. That is one hexameric structure, a complicated structure, which is we have named it Rho, which helps in the termination of the process. One thing you have to remember, that is the only thing that can terminate. It is not. There are several other also. It is there. Several other things also there to terminate, but in your book only that Rho factor is there. That is I am discussing that Rho 1 only. How Rho can work? In Rho 1 advantage or disadvantage, what you can say, that is Rho takes a huge amount of energy, ATP. Without ATP it cannot work. Okay. One Rho work, suppose it has to cut here, but it can bind in just here 100 nucleotide distance it keeps, and it binds here. So here it is Rho. Okay, Rho it binds, and another things we have to keep in mind, that is it should be cytosine rich place, a place where the more cytosine is there, then Rho can easily binds that. Okay, so when Rho binds, here I am showing once again that structure. When Rho binds here, then it can work far from there. I mean 100 nucleotides far here. Now it can cut this place, and when it can move these areas, move these areas. So this place it can cut, and huge amount of energy, that ATP and ADP conversion is there. ATP is used and ADP it can convert. Okay, so these areas it is known as row utilization sites, row utilization I mean terminus or sites, RUT. So this complex, it joins and it terminates that mRNA, so that ultimately mRNA it terminates and separates in 5-3 direction. So it completely separates from this DNA, and after that it's wait for that I mean translation part, the next part, the protein synthesis. So that is about the transcription in prokaryotes. Okay, thank you very much.